The Jets have locked down their next QB in the aftermath of the Aaron Rodgers saga. It's over. Everybody's happy. I'm sure everybody's happy. I am. I definitely am. Former Bears and Steelers quarterback Justin Fields is signing with the Jets on a 2-year, $40 million deal that includes $30 million in guaranteed. So, Justin Fields obviously went to the highest bidder. Do you think that's the right move for both Fields and the Jets?
So first off, on Justin Fields, yes, it's the right move because I don't blame him for going and getting paid. I'll be honest with you. I don't blame Justin Fields for wanting to leave Pittsburgh after what happened there. The rumblings are Pittsburgh wanted to keep him, wanted to bring him back, but after he started the season,
successfully.
Yeah, after he started the season successfully. Now, we can debate what level of play, his level of play was. Okay, that's fine. But they were winning games, and then he got benched, and they went to Russell Wilson. I'm not even debating whether that was the right or wrong call. I think it was probably actually the right call. It seemed like it worked out. I think Tomlin knows what he was doing. But clearly that left a bad taste in Justin Fields' mouth. He's like, hey, why would I come back? I started last year and you benched me. So why would I come back for you now? I'll go somewhere else that believes in me and is going to get, pay me more. So Justin Fields doing the right thing. I love Aaron Glenn as the head coach of the Jets. I think he is a great leader. Obviously, he's a defensive guru. He cares about that franchise. He's going to, hopefully mold that organization into a viable option and a real team that people respect. The problem I have, Ryan, is I just am not a real believer in Justin Fields' talent. And maybe you'll disagree with me here.
You never have been.
I just don't think he's a quarterback. I don't think he's a starting NFL quarterback. Can he start and you win a few games and he manage? Okay, sure. But we saw in those games he started with the Steelers, things have to go right. Like for you to win, you have to have pretty good defense. And maybe the Jets will have that. But he's not going to go take the ball over and win the football game.
Quick timeout, guys. Want to make sure that you're subscribed to our videos, our channel. Click that link down below. Hit the bell. Do whatever it takes to make our dreams come true. It's free. Doesn't cost a dime. Make sure you hit that button down below. We don't mind begging here. Let's get back to that video.
I kind of push back on this idea like we're going to see another level to Justin Fields at this point. We saw what he was in Chicago. We saw what he was at Pittsburgh. Shocker, guys. That's what he's going to be at New York. So obviously that's better than no quarterback. When Aaron Rodgers left, they had to get somebody. I don't blame the Jets for doing this, but anybody who's expecting a Justin Fields renaissance or, a career resurgence, I would pump the brakes on that. I think he's going to be what he has always been, and they're going to have to rely heavily on a dominant defense to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, you literally took every word out of my mouth that I could have said about that because I feel the exact same way. Justin Fields has never wowed me. He's had games where, they've been good games. They've been sometimes great games, but it's never been one of those ones where I'm like, oh, this guy could actually be a starting quarterback, a franchise guy.
Franchise guy, yeah.
You see Jaden Daniels like the second game out and you're like, oh, that's him. Like He's that guy. Caleb Williams, it's same kind of for him as Justin Fields. I just haven't seen much of franchise quarterback in Caleb Williams, And
that's fair. Now, we had that conversation when it was at the time. It was like, should the Bears draft? We both said go draft Caleb Williams because we think we know who Fields is at that point. And the main concern for me with Fields, and I'm not trying to take away from his moment. This is great. I'm glad he went and got paid. I'm glad the Jets got an answer. Like, I don't
dude,
blame
if you can make your bag, make it.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't blame the Jets for doing this. Like, they had to have somebody. This is a good, stopgap, maybe a year to 2 year answer. But Justin Fields, anyone who watches the tape, if they say anything else, they're lying to you. He does not go through his progressions and play quarterback. He doesn't. He is not snap 1 to 2 to 3 to check down. He is maybe one progression and run. That's what he is. He's an athlete. He has never been the kind of guy that's going to sit back and tear you up from the pocket. So I just think you have to know the limitations going in. Hopefully the Jets can build around that, but I see the offense continuing to struggle even though Fields is in there. The offense is probably going to be worse. I think Fields is a, inferior starter to Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that's even in question.
Leadership has changed though. And so I'm just wondering that, I think the talent level is definitely depleted because Justin Fields versus Aaron Rodgers, there's no debate, right?
Right. I mean, even at the age, yeah.
Rodgers on one Achilles will beat Justin Fields every single day. But maybe he can get in there and work with the quarterback's coach. I think I'm looking at Tanner Engstrand. is the new offensive coordinator for the Jets. I don't know who he is. He helped the Lions, obviously, in the passing attack with Ben Johnson. So he's touched success. He's worked with Ben Johnson, the great Ben Johnson. So I have to think that, it's probably an upgrade from what he was getting at the Steelers, maybe, because all the focus was on Russell. So I do believe that there's potential there for us to see an improved Justin Fields, but yet still not a franchise guy. I think, like you said, they're going to rely so heavy on this defense. They're going to build it up. They have a defensive guru, like you said, at head coach. Obviously, the plan is, let's be so good defensively, we keep it low scoring, let him maintain the game, and pretty much be the game manager. Let whoever run the football, Breece Hall, whoever it is, if he stays healthy, who knows? But I don't think we're going to see anything that's going to just blow our minds at the end of the season. We're not going to be sitting here at the end of 2025 and say, can you believe what Justin Fields did? Now, I hope we do.
It would be a shock.
If you're taking it to the bank, if you're going to play the odds in Vegas, I mean, it's 1 in a million, probably.
Yeah, I'm with you. But at least, it answers the question for now. We'll see. My main thing with the Jets is, can Aaron Glenn lock down the defense? Can he get that defense back to dominant levels like it was 2 years ago?
The season rides on that.
Yeah, it really does.